just before he was killed, let me say it again, on the night just before he was brutally murdered.
I want the world to remember my father, as I said, as a man of integrity, as a man whose death changed the world. There has been no accountability in the killing of my father. You had the shooter, police officer Anthony Corelli. He was forced to retire. You have police officer Hart. He was the one who was alleged to have used the N-word. They never said that he was terminated because of that. They said that it was in the best interest of the department that he be removed from service. Unfortunately, he died tragically in a car accident. And then the rest of the officers that were involved, if I'm not mistaken, have all retired and are collecting pensions, with the exception of maybe one that may still be on the force.
But because of some things that happened, a life alert should have saved his life. White Plains Department of Police decided to take his life. He wasn't able to clean our local church here on earth, but I believe God had other plans for this great man. And so we're here tonight on this day, this chilly day in November, to remember the legend, a great man of God, a great man of the community. But isn't it something that we will come together tonight on this beautiful, cold night to remember a great man, a giant, on the same day that a young man thought to himself would take an assault rifle and run through a nonviolent social justice protest, and thought that he would be the police, he would be the judge of the jury of everybody that was there, and ran down the street and decided to take two people out and injure another. And on this day, a jury, if that's what we want to call it, decided that this young man should go home free. Isn't it something that we would gather tonight?
So police unions are very powerful. That's number one. Number two, police officers are not licensed. They receive certificates at the end of their academy training that say that they put in a certain amount of hours to become police officers. But what we're pushing for right now is for them to be licensed, because just as an attorney is licensed to practice law, police officers should be licensed to enforce the law. And if they're guilty of misconduct, brutality, or criminality, they lose their license. They shouldn't be allowed to enforce laws anywhere in the United States. In the beginning, the Life Aid Monitoring Station, when they contacted White Plains PD, they give them all of that information. So they were completely aware, and White Plains Police have even said themselves that my father was known to them. So to me, that would just be an indicator that maybe his alarm went off before, because they never said how he was known. But if you listen to the original call, they say, we want to report a possible a medical emergency, and they say a medical emergency. Yes, 135 South Lexington, Kenneth Chamberlain. So they knew they were responding to a medical emergency. Hold your head high in the face of adversity. Always fact find, and understand that when you reach a certain age, it's not about right or wrong. It's about consequences. And some consequences are good and some are bad. So that's one of the main things my father used to always tell me. When you do good, good things happen. When you do bad things happen. So he said it's not about right or wrong, because what may be right to me may be wrong to you and vice versa. So it's about, are you willing to accept the consequences of your actions? And as long as you're willing to do that, who can tell you what to do?